Hi, this is J.D. Souther, and October the 27th, we're going to be at the Grand Magnolia in Pascagoula, Mississippi. I've never even said Pascagoula before, but I've always wanted to go there. This is not a magnolia, but I'm using it for a pointer. We're going to be right there. Pascagoula, Mississippi. You should too. It's going to be a great show.
John David Souther, known as J.D. Souther, was a prominent figure in American music, celebrated for his work as a singer, songwriter, and actor. His contributions to the country rock genre, particularly through collaborations with the Eagles and Linda Ronstadt, cemented his legacy as one of the most influential songwriters of his era. He played a crucial role in shaping the Southern California sound, co-writing several hit songs for the Eagles, including Best of My Love, Victim of Love, Hard Take Tonight, and New Kid in Town. Souther's solo career also saw success with hits like You're Only Lonely, 1979, and Her Town 2, 1981, a duet with James Taylor. J.D. Souther was born on November 2nd, 1945, in Detroit, Michigan, but he spent most of his childhood in Amarillo, Texas. His early musical interests were reflected in his involvement with a local band, The Cinders, which traveled to Norman Petty Studios in Clovis, New Mexico, for recording sessions. Their early releases caught the attention of Warner Brothers Records, which helped them release a single under the name John David and the Cinders in 1966. After moving to Los Angeles in the late 1960s, Souther's life took a significant turn when he met Glenn Frey, who would later co-found the Eagles. The two musicians formed a strong bond, eventually becoming roommates and collaborators. Together, they performed as a folk duo called Long Branch Pennywhistle, releasing their only album in 1970. Though the album did not achieve widespread commercial success, it laid the foundation for Souther's deep connections within the burgeoning Southern California music scene. Souther's solo career began in earnest with the release of his eponymous debut album in 1972. However, his real breakthrough came through his collaborations with the Eagles, where he co-wrote some of their most iconic songs. Souther's knack for blending country and rock influences resonated with the Eagles' style, making him an invaluable contributor to the band's sound. His writing on Best of My Love, 1974, helped the Eagles achieve their first #1 hit, establishing Souther as a key figure in their creative process. Souther's relationship with the Eagles deepened as he co-wrote other major songs like James Dean, Doolin Dalton, and New Kid in Town, which earned a Grammy Award for Best Arrangement of Voices in 1977. His ability to craft emotionally resonant lyrics and his collaboration with the Eagles members, including Don Henley and Glenn Frey, helped shape the sound of 1970s rock music. One of the most memorable collaborations came in 1979 when Souther co-wrote Hard Take Tonight with Bob Seger, Glenn Frey, and Don Henley. The song topped the Billboard Hot 100 and marked the Eagles' final chart-topping single, solidifying Souther's reputation as a songwriting powerhouse. In addition to his collaborations with the Eagles, Souther enjoyed success as a solo artist. His 1979 album, You're Only Lonely, produced his biggest solo hit with the title track reaching #7 on the Billboard Hot 100 and spending 5 weeks at #1 on the adult contemporary chart. The song's mellow, heartwarming tone reflected Souther's ability to convey vulnerability and nostalgia through his music. Souther's partnership with James Taylor also bore fruit during this period. The two longtime friends co-wrote and recorded Her Town 2, which became a hit in 1981, reaching #11 on the Billboard Hot 100. Their collaboration showcased Souther's strength as a duet partner, further enhancing his versatility as a musician. Linda Ronstadt played a significant role in Souther's life, both professionally and personally. The two dated in the 1970s, and Souther co-produced Ronstadt's Don't Cry Now album. He also wrote several songs for her albums, including the heartfelt Faithless Love and White Rhythm and Blues. Their musical collaborations extended beyond songwriting, with the duo recording several duets, including Prisoner in Disguise and Sometimes You Can't Win. In addition to his work with Ronstadt, Souther contributed to various other artist projects during the 1970s and 1980s. He provided backing vocals for Don Henley, sang on Christopher Cross' debut album, and collaborated with Dan Fogelberg on multiple projects. Souther's diverse range of musical talents made him a sought-after collaborator and an influential figure in the industry. After achieving major success in the 1970s and early 1980s, Souther took a step back from recording and performing, though he remained an active songwriter. In 1987, he worked on the vocal arrangements for Roy Orbison's A Black and White Night concert and collaborated with Clannad on their album Sirius. He also contributed to the soundtrack of the 1988 film Permanent Record with his song, Wishing on Another Lucky Star. Souther's 2008 release of The World was You marked his return to the studio after a 25-year hiatus. The album was well received, blending jazz, Latin, and pop influences to create a fresh sound. He followed it up with a live album in 2009, Rain Minus Live at the Belcourt Theater, which featured a mix of new material and reimagined versions of his classic hits. In 2011, Souther released Natural History, an album featuring new interpretations of songs he had written for others, including the Eagles and Linda Ronstadt. This retrospective approach allowed Souther to showcase his songwriting prowess in a new light, emphasizing the timeless quality of his work. The following year, he released a live EP Midnight in Tokyo, further cementing his reputation as a masterful performer. Souther was inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame in 2013, a recognition of his profound influence on American music. His contribution to the development of the Southern California sound, alongside contemporaries like Jackson Browne and the Eagles, earned him a place among the greats of his generation. Beyond his musical achievements, Souther explored acting throughout his career. In 1989, he portrayed John Dunaway in the television drama 30-something. He also appeared in films such as Postcards from the Edge 1990 and Purgatory 1999, where he played the legendary outlaw Jesse James. His acting roles, though secondary to his music career, demonstrated Souther's versatility and creativity. In 2012, Souther joined the cast of the country music drama series Nashville, where he had a recurring role as music producer Waddy White. He reprised his role in 2017, showcasing his ability to balance both his acting and music careers. Souther's personal life was marked by relationships with prominent figures in the music industry. He married Alexandra Slywin of the group Honey Limited in 1969, though they divorced in 1972. He dated Linda Ronstadt and Stevie Nicks during the 1970s, and briefly had a relationship with singer-songwriter Judy Sill, who wrote Jesus Was a Crossmaker about him. In 2004, Souther married Sarah Nicholson, an Irish woman from Banshaw, but they divorced in 2010. After living in the Hollywood Hills for many years, Souther relocated to Nashville, Tennessee in 2002. J.D. Souther passed away on September 17, 2024, at the age of 78 in his home in Sandia Park, New Mexico. He was set to embark on a tour less than a week after his death. His passing marked the end of a remarkable career, but his music and influence continue to resonate with fans and musicians alike. J.D. Souther's impact on American music is undeniable. His ability to blend country, rock, and folk influences helped define the Southern California sound of the 1970s. Whether writing for the Eagles, collaborating with Linda Ronstadt, or performing his solo hits, Souther's songwriting touched generations of listeners. His music continues to inspire, and his influence remains strong, particularly in the worlds of country rock and singer-songwriter music. In conclusion, J.D. Souther had an estimated net worth of $16 million before his demise. He amassed the impressive sum from his successful music career, acting career, endorsements, and business ventures. And with that, thanks for watching. Give us a like, share with your friends, and please subscribe.